Try this. Hi, everyone. This is Jackie from Ladybug Wellness. I wanted to put out to support my Reiki students and to promote them. And so I decided to try and do interviews, which this is the first one that I'm going to try. So Raelene and I are going to make our way through this and hopefully make it sound wonderful for her. So we've got some questions and introducing Raelene Coss. She's been a good friend for several years, and she decided to do her Reiki training through me, but she's got several other skills. And she's got her own business. So I'd like to let her explain and introduce herself. And of course, I'd like to promote my Reiki students because they have their own wonderful skills. And Raelene is a natural. In working together with her, she's been absolutely amazing. So yes, we're just putting that out there. So Raelene, do you want to introduce yourself? And then I'll ask you a couple of questions.
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Raelene. I'm the owner operator of Beyond Reiki Wellness. I was in Prince George and now I'm currently in Kelowna. So the wonderful thing about energy work is it can travel. I love that.
All right. So would you like to share a little bit about your personal journey and how it has led to where you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. So Jackie had done a thing for me after my dad had passed, and it was called the Court of Atonement. And it really helped a whole bunch. And so I was like, tell me more. And Jackie's really wonderful at sharing information, which I absolutely adore about her because I was like a sponge and wanted to know absolutely everything. And she was like the grand master and was like, oh yeah, let's teach you. So I started off with Court of Atonement and learning little things that would help me process and move through my grief and my pain. And then one day I was sitting in the tub and I was doing a meditation and I messaged her and I'm like, hey, I like this idea. What do you think? And she's like, I think you should probably take Reiki first. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good where to start. A good place to start is to have some certificates under my belt and learn what exactly Reiki was. Because when you look it up, it's pretty vague on what it is. So I was always super curious. And being a natural healer, healing hands, helping hands, whatever. I've always been able to touch people and know kind of what was going on with them, which I now know is called a Boyskin scan. I can't say it properly, but
Boysen scan.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So I've always been gifted with that. So once I learned what it actually was and how to use it properly was super amazing, which is also a part of Reiki, which I absolutely adore. So I took the first step and I booked a class with Jackie and took Reiki level 1. I was not expecting the huge changes that went on in my life, but they were well welcomed. Reiki level 2, I took, I think, 2 months later.
I think it was January and then March and then May.
Right. So I took my Reiki level 2 in March. And I come in and I was really upset. And Jackie looked at me and she said, are you sure you want to do this today? And we have a personal joke between the two of us. And it's like fire starter, where you look in the background and there's all this stuff just caught right on fire behind this girl. And she's like walking away. Like, yeah, man. So I just looked at her and I threw the bomb behind me and I said, let's go. And my life changed dramatically after taking Reiki level 2. I was almost 300 pounds. I was not in a happy, healthy space. And Reiki just gave me that extra little bit of love and confidence that I needed to push through and figure out who I was and take me on a huge self journey, which has been totally amazing. And I'm so thankful for you to be beside me for every step of it. And then I took Reiki level 3 and God, I was not expecting that. And I took them really close together. So
And I did warn you.
you did warn me. I hadn't really had time to process all the changes that were happening and everything that was actually going on in my life. But I'm thankful for that, because I think if I would have dwelled on it, I would have got scared and I would have stayed in my situation. So I took the Reiki level 3 and here we go again. And I just went through so much change, physically, emotionally, mentally. It was just insane. Yeah. And he actually has changed my life. And when people ask me, why did you choose to be a Reiki master? I said, well, because I took Reiki level 1 and I felt really great. I took Reiki level 2 and I was a little scared. And I took Reiki level 3 and here I am out on the other side, shining, sparkling, giving love to everybody and filling people's buckets. So yeah, that's my journey.
Yes. Yeah. Reiki level 1 and 2, you can take it together back to back. It's between level 2 and 3 that you really upgrade your energy. What was taught to me in my training and what I teach to my students is that Reiki level 1 is like a 110 volt. Reiki level 2 is like a 220 volt. Reiki level 3 is you wire your whole home. And when you take the teacher level, you remove the fuses and you are the power plant. So Reiki is a very cleansing, healing energy, and it is the life force energy that's all around us. REI is universal God source, and Ki is the universal life force energy that's around us. So it's a God-driven or universe-driven healing energy that is all around us. And as a practitioner, we learn how to harness that energy and direct it to ourselves or our clients, animals, plants, and it can
everything we touch.
Yes, really clean up the energy and everything. So yes, and I'm so glad that I'm interviewing Raelene so she can share her own story, because I do often share your story and how fast things moved for you with a lot of my new students as well. So, what does holistic care mean for you, and why is it so important?
Thank you. That's a great question. So holistic care means to me giving your body the love, kindness, respect, and joy that it deserves, and recognizing what's going on inside it so that you can be a part of healing it and making it happy again. And with Reiki, like we had mentioned before, it's life force energy. So really, you're just filling your cup back up. Mm-hmm. So when you have kids in school and they're like, oh, it's bucket filling day. Congratulations for filling somebody's bucket. I get to do that every day, which is super amazing, because I have people come and lay on my table and they're coming in and they're crying or they're upset or they're not really sure what to expect. And by the end of the session, I'll say, how do you feel? And they say, I feel so relaxed. Or, oh my gosh, I feel just so warm and fuzzy inside. And I had one lady explain to me how Reiki, I was giving her a Reiki session. Her husband had just passed and she was grieving. It was an unannounced, like it was a very unexpected passing. So I had done the Court of Atonement for her, like you had taught me. And I did a Reiki session on her. And I used binaural beats also for grief in the background. And she's laying on my chair. And she says to me, Raelene, do you know what's really weird? I'm like, what? She's like, I feel like there's northern lights dancing all over my body. And it just feels so warm. And I love it. And I was like, oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. So holistic healing is really important to me because there's so many levels of holistic healing and energy work, and just also knowing the Black Pearl has been super, super great for me, because a lot of people come to me with trauma, just a lot of trauma, like grief, sexual trauma, family trauma, just a whole bunch of different traumas that you don't really realize have turned into a trauma in your body, but still get stored.
Yeah.
So learning where your body's aches and pains are and clearing those traumas, because 9 times out of 10, that's what your aches and pains and sorenesses are caused from, is a trauma or something that's happened in your body that your body is still holding on to. So getting rid of those just makes such a huge difference.
Yeah.
As an example, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia after my dad passed away. I couldn't even lift my arms above my head, let alone off my sides hardly. It was bad. It was painful. My feet hurt, my head hurt. I was always foggy. My arms hurt. Everything hurt all the time. And getting access bars done, learning Reiki, and getting the Black Pearl technique. Jackie gave me so many Black Pearl techniques. We did so many, and I was sick. Every time she would, I was like sick for a week after she did it, because there was just so much to work through. But eventually, and I'm going to say eventually didn't take long.
Yeah.
Eventually happened pretty quick, like a month, I'm going to say. I noticed it after my first session with my access bars, and then my first session with my Black Pearl, because I did them like 2 days apart, which I probably shouldn't have done. You can actually put your body into a really bad shock with that. Yeah. But that's all the fun about learning your body and learning what it can handle.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it to everybody.
So we have been talking.
But getting those sessions done. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Getting those sessions. I'm going to go. Getting those sessions done and learning what my body loves and how it feels, and how feeling clogged feels, and how feeling clear feels, without medications, with just working on clearing stuff that is actually needing to be cleared and talked about, has made such a huge difference. I can now lift my arms high above my head.
Nice.
And I can dance, and I can get out of bed in the morning, and I have a drive for life again. And that's holistic care, holistic healing, holistic everything. And that's why it's so important, because you just really need to get all that yuck out of your body and fill it back up with love.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been talking about several different techniques here: Black Pearl, Court of Atonement, access bars. A lot of these, there are many, many different energy healing modalities out there. You'll find quite a bit of information in the Ladybug Wellness website, ladybugwellness.ca. There's a lot of information about some of these different modalities. Always go with what resonates with you, something that works for you. Raelene is kind of like me, that's a sponge and is like learned many different techniques and just integrates it into our own unique toolboxes. What we do find, though, is that Reiki, that was the original reason that I had suggested taking a Reiki class, because it is a very cleansing and healing energy, and it cleans up your life. Anything that is not for your highest best good, it seems to detox. But Reiki also, it enhances your skills, it enhances your intuition, because it really is a connection with source. It really, whatever you name source as, universe, God, source, creator, it is kind of universal. Reiki is not a religion, it is a practice, and it incorporates so much, but it really enhances everything. And that's why, Raelene and I talk about so many different techniques that we've worked into our toolbox, and Reiki has really been a base for that, to just enhance everything else that we do. So with all the clients,
Jackie, can I just interrupt for half a second? I just remembered this thing, a great explanation about Reiki. So if you turn on your tap water and you have brown water coming out, and that's what you're filling your body with, and then you get a filter and you put the filter on your tap, and you have crystal clear, amazing, good tasting water to put back in your body again, and you're filling your body back up with that great tasting water. That's Reiki. Reiki is the divine filter, and it just takes everything that's unpure in you and just helps fill it back up. Those little dark crevices that you feel are empty, it just fills them all back up with love and life force energy, and it just feels amazing.
That is such a perfect analogy. I love that. This is why Raelene's such a good friend. She's just like me with being a sponge and information, and she's such a natural healer too. All right. Are there any misconceptions or myths that people have about Reiki and or energy balancing, energy healing?
Yeah, so people think that you have to follow a certain path in life to have Reiki done or to have energy work done. And if you believe in a certain religion, they feel like you shouldn't have it done. But like Jackie said earlier, Reiki is not a religion. Um, Reiki is a life force energy, and so is energy healing. It's just think of your body as like this is your electrical panel, and you're just tapping in to your electrical panel to give it little upgrades and give it little tweaks and maybe reset a breaker and just like take certain things and just make it stronger or clear it out so that it works better. And just it's just all about being you and clearing you. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to be religious. Yes, there's a difference. You don't have to be anybody. You can just be you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter anything. It just matters about your willingness to accept.
And uncovering your true self is really
absolutely.
Yeah. Did I ask that one already? With all the clients you've helped, is there a common obstacle or roadblock that most people seem to be dealing with?
Yeah, so most people are dealing with a trauma, whether you know it's a trauma to your body or your mind or whatever, whether you know it or not. Most people are dealing with some kind of a trauma. And it's just, I do a lot of massage, Reiki infused massages, and I work in my Black Pearl technique to some of my massages and do little energy clearing. And sometimes I'll do a Court of Atonement in my massage. But anyway, what the main thing is learning. Okay, so my left hip isn't feeling great. It's not working the way it should be. Learning what phase in your life you're working in, whether it's your masculine or your feminine, and just balancing those back out, you find that your hip kind of like shifts back where it needs to go. Or so I'll often ask people little questions. Say it's your shoulder blades or underneath your shoulder blades. What aren't you feeling supported in your life? If it's under your shoulder blades, usually it's you're not feeling supported somewhere. If it's your shoulders, the top of your shoulders, I usually ask, what is making you feel like you have to carry the weight of the world? So it's not just doing a massage and it's not just doing whatever, it's actually getting in and talking. And yeah, the common thing is people don't really realize how much trauma that they've actually gone through, or that it is a trauma that they are hurting from, and having to fix their body naturally without medication sometimes is best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, actually. Always talk to your doctor.
Yes, always go to your doctor for any serious medical issues. But we know that, energy balancing is so
amazing.
wonderful. It is amazing. You're talking all there, and I'm just remembering before Raelene moved to Kelowna, she was here in Prince George, and life happens and it's kind of hard to get together, but I did make time to go in for a massage Reiki session with Raelene before she moved. And you're talking and I'm just like remembering, it was just so amazing. She is a natural healer. She is absolutely amazing. So please do go see Raelene.
Thank you.
Describe yourself in one word. Do we want to do that one?
Myself in one word: loving.
That's a good one. Yes, very. You just exude such a warm, welcoming energy, and it is wonderful. Plus, you have all the skills behind it. So again, what is the name of your business that you are running, and what are some of the things that you offer? I know it's more just a toolbox, but what are some of the skills that you offer in your business?
So my business is Beyond Reiki Wellness. And I offer Reiki sessions. I offer massage. I offer Reiki infused massage. I offer access bars. I offer Court of Atonement. I offer, sometimes life has given me a gift, and sometimes it's clear and sometimes it's not. So sometimes people come through with little messages from the other side. I can't always control that though.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're gifted with a little present, and sometimes not.
You're also an esthetician. Are you offering any of those skills as well in your business?
Well, I just moved to Kelowna
Yeah.
Tuesday, so I currently don't have a space here yet. But as soon as I do, I will be offering everything, like facials, pedicures, manicures, massages. I will be offering those kind of things as soon as I get a space going here and figure out this town and find some like-minded people. I do have a holistic fair actually coming up on July 16th, where I will be having a table to do massage at. So that will be
And you'll
fun.
find information for that on your Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can shoot you a picture of it if you want to put it in the description below. Or
yeah, well, I'll do that. Ways to contact you and everything. So I guess we should have put this one more to the beginning, but why did you get into and start your business? Is there something that has led you to this point?
Yeah, so I just really wanted to share. I had such a huge transformation and so much growth that I just wanted to share it with everybody. And unfortunately, you can't just say it to people on the street because not everybody's ready to hear it. So if I have a business, then I can just share it with the willing people.
Exactly. Well, I think we've covered a lot here. But I really do want to put out that Raelene has got a wealth of skills. She's wonderful, welcoming, and she's got such a warm energy about her. I've thoroughly enjoyed being a friend, being a mentor teacher, sharing my journey and everything. And you know, a teacher is also a student, and I have learned very much from Raelene as well. And I just want to put out there to please do go see Raelene. And I also want to throw in here too, yes, you know, she is in Kelowna now, but a lot of these energy healing skills, the energy balancing skills, they can be done distance. So do contact Raelene and connect with her and see what you can experience with her. Thank you so much, Raelene, for being my maiden voyage with these interviews.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Jackie. I really appreciate you and everything you do. And I just love you so much. You've been an amazing teacher. I can't wait for you to teach me the teacher's class.
Yes. We're going to go far with it.
Oh my God, what's going to happen now?
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching and listening. And I'll have Raelene's contact information shared here. Ladybugwellness.ca is my website. And of course, I will always link to Raelene in there as well. So take care. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Ladybug hugs.